Yeah, hello everybody. What? Why is my head not working? What? Hold on. Is it going to... Oh, my mouth's now working. Hang on, where's the tracking? Can you find my face? Yeah! You found my face! Hello, welcome in! Babylon coming in with the first and hello, Salafi! And it's good to see you both. Don't know why I'm pointing to my chat to my right. You can't see my hand still. I will get hand tracking one of these days. Oh... So since the swap to using VNyarn, I keep forgetting I can't just simply load up VNyarn. I need to do the same with VC Face. And though I open up the program, I am not clicking, what model is the base set. So I have a little bit of an issue with, remembering that. But how are you doing? It is good to see you today. Apologies, I was not here yesterday. I was a bit under the weather. Gosh, I can't actually remember if I did address this on Wednesday's stream. I have a vague feeling that I did. So, I was hit with, as I call it, the scorpion tail of my sickness. In that, I had a little bit of a blocked sinus. I remember saying... I think I remember pointing to my face like this. I'm like, oh, it's on this side of my, this cheek. That you'd be able to see right now. And it was just a bit of a pain above a few of my teeth. But it's way up above the gum, so I know it's sinus. Yesterday, it actually got quite painful. Throughout the day, in the morning, I went out to the shops. I said it was about a 6 on the pain scale, but I was handling it. And then I cancelled my stream because it hit about a 7. And then when I should have been started stream, it was an 8. And then about half an hour later, it went to a 9. I eventually had, I hopped in the shower and I did a thing that my brother told me about a couple of years back. You essentially push your thumb right under your cheekbone. It usually hurts quite a bit when you have a swollen sinus or infected sinuses. But this surprisingly did not add much pain. It was that bad that pressing on a tender spot wasn't actually adding much pain. So that kind of goes into how painful this was already. And what that does is pushing there forces the glands to drain and gets a bit better. So that's kind of why I didn't stream yesterday, is I was actually in quite a bit of pain from this. Doing well, been enjoying my Digimon V pet. Yesterday got an SD card that let me update the firmware and add some mods. Ah, so you're getting some mods for it as well. I do recall seeing that people have made custom dim card sets. My brother and I were looking into them, but I kind of had to look at it and I'm like, I'd rather just buy the official ones. Yeah, not saying anything wrong with using the other ones or anything like that, but I just kind of went, I kind of want to support this. Yeah, if it was something that I didn't care as much about, then I would 100% just get mods for it. Sort of like, well, Skyrim, in a sense. I don't mind modding the hell out of Skyrim. But then again, actually, no, I'd rather get a Skyrim mod than a creation club. Because... easy way to say it. Making the brightness minimum lower and making it so train goes continuously without stopping, so I don't have to hit continue every time I finish that. Yeah, that would actually be a lot better. Because that does bug me when you do train. It's like, alright, do this for 20 seconds. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, it's done. Quick, hit it again, or you have to go through the menus. It's like, just let me continue. Same with adventure missions. I thought adventure missions did continue. Or at least went on to the next one. No, that's pretty cool that... Yeah, so when I was saying, I'd rather support it, that's more... Because I know there's a device where it's sort of a micro SD card reader, but you put in a third-party DIM card and allowed you to download any Digimon to it, and it would allow you to download custom. So you'll see some people, it's like, they have a Gatomon set. They get Gatomon and Angelmon. But then it turns out, no, this is using one of the premium Gilmon ones, where it's a single line of Gilmon until Mega, and then it has 3 separate Megas. Yeah, in that sort of case, it's like, I'd always buy the official because I don't want them to stop supporting this device. I love it too much. I think only on the original Vital Pet and Vital Hero. On the Vital Bracelet, BE doesn't auto-fire and auto-continue. Really? Huh. That is interesting. I actually gotta use mine. It's been on charge for way too long. I haven't put it back on because I got sick and I wasn't going out of the house, so I wasn't wearing it. But yeah, the last one I was using. Got 3 cards at the moment. 3 more on the way. 5 dim, 1 like BE memory. I've got a couple of the BE memories. I remember mentioning it on stream where I found a little bag that had a couple that I had delivered, which I can't remember if I went over it. I think I was talking to Mailman at the time. Like, right, because I was waiting for him to be ready for the lab stream. So yeah, I'll quickly say now, I got the Espimon and Ryudomon dual pack, because I like Ryudomon. I've got the original Angoromon and Jellymon dual pack. It's not the BE ones. I got the 25th anniversary, which gives you Dot Agumon, and all of them are like the dot forms from the original Tamagotchis. And then I got the 2 My Hero ones. So Midoriya and Bakugo, because while I haven't actually been keeping up with My Hero, I haven't watched it in such a long time. When it did come out, I did enjoy the series. So seeing this is like, you know what? Might as well. They have villains going up to the point that I've seen, so why not? And I found one of the ones I was trying to find, which is the Metabots X Digital Monster set. Hello, Lom. Good to see you. How you doing today? Got the Dot Agumon as my only BE one. Not true. My other 2 dim cards at the moment are the Jellymon and Goromon dual pack. Ooh. Like, there are so many of these. They are so much fun just to collect. You're good. I am glad to hear you are good. Later today, I got the Blizzard and Volcano dual pack arriving. Ooh. See if I can find. Alright, so this, I'm just going to quickly try and load in this image. So if you haven't seen this, then yeah, I get to show something new. Basically, the Metabots crossover, it was a April Fool's Day collaboration. And then they said, yeah, you know what? Let's make this a bit more official. So they ended up throwing in, yeah, for the dim cards, they had a couple of the Digimon like Greymon, War Greymon, Gurumon and Metal Gurumon just became like Metal Grey. It was like War Grey, Metal Grey, Guru or something. And it even had a Chibi Omnimon called the Omega Knight. But they also introduced a brand new Digimon in all this, which was Omedimon, or Omedimon. Which is this guy. 2 of the main Metabots combined into an Omnimon style fusion, and I thought that is the coolest. After that, probably going to avoid buying more dim cards, focus on trying to get new BEM cards, because dim cards, you can't properly train them like you can with BEM. Yeah, like, I just kind of want all of them. Like, I'm kicking myself I didn't pre-order the spirits, because now they're way more expensive. But yeah, I want so many of these. They're amazing, man. Look at this thing. I want this to be in an official Digimon game. You gotta add it. He is amazing. Trying to remake dim cards as BEM ones. I am also very glad about that because they can do so much more with them. We'll pause this music, even though it's very chill. We'll see what we have. Oh, boy is. Here we are! Welcome to Final Fantasy! It is so good to see you all again. Am I ever gonna stop doing this? Most likely not. But, hello everyone! I know this isn't where I normally... Oh, where I did log off. There's a little bit of an explanation for it. I'm also pressing all these buttons as I go along. Because why not? I have a device that lets me do it. So, you know, let me be cringe. Oh, like they made Jellymon and Goromon as BEM ones. I did say like I was gonna get them. I'm like, no, I'll get the original ones first, because I think some of the Digimon lines are different. So I want to get them all. Jellymon BEM as Amphimon. For the full Jellymon line. Ooh. But the reason why we're here is... Okay, sorry, I just froze. I heard thunder. There is a thunderstorm coming. I hate thunderstorms. But the reason why we're here is I had roughly 270,000 gil. I spent 120,000 on it. Or on Dim, I'm gonna have to go with Ancient Mermaidmon instead. Yeah, I just want to get every single Digimon and store them on the app. But then this actually annoys me because I had the old Vital Bracelet and I had the old app, and then they made a brand new app and all my old Digimon are now gone, which sucks. It's the reason why I'm lower on money. We check out the Chocobo here. He's no longer yellow. He's now purple. Check out our companion. Does it actually tell us? He's now gloom purple. I just wish I had better bardings. But now we match. Nexus is me and I am Nexus. We just... Oh, hit my microphone. Actually, I don't know if that's rain or just my fan. I also bought myself a little desk fan. Like, I say desk fan, but it's like a fan that's meant to go on a pram. Or a cot for babies. And I found out I could just clip it onto my desk. So. Nice fan directly on me. Battery powered, and the batteries do not last long. Purple Chocobo! Now, I also forgot to do something upstream. These items did not sell. I'll sell that one for cheaper. I want to sell these apples. 2,500. And these pears. 2,500. Hopefully they sell because I actually bought them on other servers for at least half that price. If I can make some money back. Think your sombrero Chocobo. Watches L1 piece. You don't have sombrero. He has black mage hat. He has magic. 21 Forest Guardian has Fan Beam on. Huh? I'm still a little gutted that Digimon Masters Online is now US only. Snooky! Reading with a party of 3, welcome in everybody! For those that don't know, I am Temporal Nix. I'm a superhero-themed VTuber stationed in Australia, currently playing some Final Fantasy XIV, showing off my new purple chocobo. Look how adorable this is! Oh, I love him. We'll give you a shout out, Snooky, from the space station. Hope this transmission finds you well. And I am sorry in advance.
Oh, yeah, it was off. Well, just for you, Mel, I activated it back just for you for your birthday. You can have a free Sakura bun just for you.
Aww.
But that's because it's your birthday.
Happy birthday to that guy or girl. Happy birthday to them, I should say.
And here you go.
Oh, look at you! It's Sakura! Aww. And thank you, Lum, for contributing to my new outfit color. Was for Mel with a C. Ooh, I am following Mel with a C, but I haven't been in the strings for a little bit. I've got to say hello to him again. Feel bad. Look, purple chocobo! So majestic with that sunlight. Oh wait, I haven't actually clicked the gameplay screen. Professional streamer. Look at that look! Look at this! So pretty! It's so pretty! It's so fluffy! I am meant to continue the story tonight, so I've got literally 2 main story quests left of A Realm Reborn, which is both Castrum and Praetorium. The 2 longest dungeons in the game. Here we got Black Mage Burb. I'm also increase the scale, so it's easy to see. Slowly ranking it up, and I want to get it to rank 10 healer so we get the White Mage outfit. Because I thought that would also be cool. Now, I feel like I'm going to do terrible because I've never tanked these dungeons, and at the same time, these dungeons have been reworked. And I don't know what the rework is like. So, I'm a little nervous. I don't know what it's going to be like. We're getting releasing entered early access and it's basically FTL, but ship management is more like Theme Hospital, other management games. Ooh. Actually sounds like fun. I like those management games. Rock the Castrum. You have rekindled the flames of courage that burn within our brave men and women's hearts. For this I thank you. And now, the time for battle is nigh. We must march forth with no worries or regrets. General Alban awaits you at Akasha Meridiano. The battle will not be an easy one, but I trust that you are up to the task. Godspeed, Lieutenant Nix. Schedule's already full for like weeks and weeks. Be it live or offline. You do more than 1 week scheduling in advance. I kind of just do my current week, and I haven't been updating the schedule because my schedule's just been, yeah, I'm gonna play this one game on this one night every single week. Ultimate laziness. Remember when Blue Mage came out, and then one of the skills is from this Vanguard, and it was near impossible to get the skill because people just kept killing it way too quickly? I mean, I remember that happening. And it was a pain. It took me like 2 hours to get the skill. Also, next Jump Like Odyssey is made by Aussie devs. Ooh, Aussies. Maybe they need a little tester. I always just thought I'd suggest something for the future because you're playing the past on. And I might look at it as well. Also, before I do this quest, I'm gonna open up my drink. So I kind of went overboard the other day, like the other Tuesday. Because I went to... Really? My fan's nearly out of power already. These batteries are not lasting long at all. So I went to Cheap Shop, got my drinks on discount, and I got some Bang Energy. I was staying away from it because I heard people say, oh, it's got 300 milligrams of caffeine. But it doesn't. It's only 160. It's a lot less than what people were saying. Nearly half. And this one's Miami Cola flavor. I haven't tried it. And the person that I know has tried it is my sister-in-law, who doesn't like cola-flavored drinks. And she said this tasted bad, so let's find out if it tastes bad or not. Because I'm thirsty. Not bad. Just tastes watered down. Interesting. Right, gotta head out for a bit. Gotta go stand up an item returning, and I've gotta get some lunch from the chippy. Accidentally bought the original vital bracelet when I realized it wasn't the BS. Amazon for a refund and bought the correct one for the 25th anniversary. Ooh. Well, hopefully it all goes smoothly. Hope you enjoy your lunch as well. And this thing just runs out of power too quick. Is it the batteries that are bad, or is it the fan that just overuses power? Yeah, our barn. Our hero returns. I trust that your visit has done much to lift the spirits of our garrison on the eve of our greatest battle yet. Time is of the essence. Let us commence the briefing at once. Spot the main character. Okay, they just made it a bit more difficult. Brothers and sisters of the Alliance, I will share with you glad tidings. Doubtless spurred on by news of the siege of Castrum Oriens, the Maelstrom has struck a double blow. Castrum Assadins and Castrum Marinum are now under blockade. Phase 2 of Operation Archon is a success. Reports tell us of that the Gallians offered fierce resistance, but the Admiral yielded them not one ill. With Assadins, Marinum, and Oriens thus suppressed, the third phase may begin in earnest. Even as we speak, the order of the twin outer moves to block the railway leading hither from Castrum's Sentry, and that can mean but one thing. The hour has come to strike at the heart of the Gallian invasion force, Castrum Meridanium, the den of the Black Wolf. My fellow Eorzeans, I am Amphilia, mistress of the scions of the Seventh Dawn. There exist myriad barriers that divide us, those of race and nation, language and creed, to name but a few. Such barriers serve to isolate us from our neighbors, yet they also serve to define who we are. Short of them, there would be little to distinguish one from another, and the rich variety of our lives would give way to sterile orthodoxy. That really ruined my flow there. These barriers can never truly be broken down, of course, Not so long as there is liberty in the world, but they can be transcended. Verily we do so now in coming together for this grand endeavor, to fight side by side in defense of our shared home. Before me stands the adventurer, Nyx. You will know him as the man who will lead the unit tasked with destroying the ultimate weapon. We Scions know a different Temporal, however. We know him as a dear friend, who has endured untold hardship on our behalf. A true hero who has ever blazed a path for us to follow. And why do I tell you this? I tell you, friends, because it is time for us to blaze a path for him. Our objective is to wreak such havoc outside the walls of Meridianium as to afford Temporal and his comrades the time they need to disable the Magitech field generator within. With the path thus cleared, we may finally turn our minds to the true goal of this operation, the destruction of the ultimate weapon. All troops, prepare for battle. I fear I can't accompany you this time. The unenviable task of facilitating communications between our forces has been entrusted to the Ironworks, you see. Know though, that I'll be praying for your safe return. Is that true, though? See that you come back to us, my friend. May the crystal bless you and keep you. We will suffer the Black Wolf to prowl our lands no more. Let us teach the hunter what it means to be hunted. Forward, comrades, for Eorzea! For Eorzea! Yeah! Go now, Temporal, and bring us one step closer to the dawn. Every so often I will be going silent because I just gotta pause, well, not pause, gotta mute my microphone just so I can cough. So a little bit of my sickness at the moment, just the tail end of this, give me a bit of a cough, and I found that if I do cough, like I indulge it, it does suppress the pain that I get in my cheek. I can play with NPCs. But the problem is, I believe if I play with NPCs, do I still get these Moogle tomestones? Or do I not get them? Because I fear that playing with other players, they're going to want to try and rush this. And I don't know how well I can rush this. I'm not quite prepared. Right, NPCs. This will be a bit longer, I know, but... As I said, I'm worried about how I would do. After all, I just haven't done this at all. This is Sid. To review, our goal is to deactivate Magitech field. Like, ordinarily, you would get all the enemies along here. Oh, I forgot to get Iron Will on. Yeah, I'm curious. If I do just continue forwards, How will the NPCs handle it? I mean, for the most part, the NPC is focusing on just healing me. If I focus on just killing one now. My allies are focusing on killing the other. Come along, allies. Protect me, allies. Okay, maybe I fear that the NPCs aren't that good. I mean, I'm still going to keep attempting. I like seeing the fact that my allies focusing on just one deals so much damage. And me focusing on a bunch isn't really doing a lot. I mean, when I focus on one, it's not doing a lot. My allies that deal huge chunks. Alright, kill a bunch again. Like, I'm actually curious about what the strategy is meant to be for this fight now. It used to be just... you attack this one big one and that's it. I mean, it seems like that's kind of the strategy still. It's just a lot tougher. Yeah, because 100% before the updated, easier version of this, or however way you want to put it, this part would have already been finished. I think even with NPCs, this is going a bit too slow. Well, it looks like all the allies are dead. So it's just keep attacking and eventually it's gonna fall. Dare use that already. How are you faring? Breach dead and you say? There's a disposal chute nearby. Find it and jump in. Okay, we still appear down here. The enemies seem a lot closer, so you can't just sneak around. Defense boost. I'm gonna go down to 3 left. That's when I swap the other attacks. Hey, it's just you see how much damage they do to this guy. Like, how come they do so much damage? I'm the one with over-leveled gear. Okay, so instead of being all blocked off, like a little sneaky bit that you can do, avoid the searchlight. No, you gotta beat the enemies at certain checkpoints in a sense. I said, it's interesting to know because I kind of want to get some of the tombstone items. Not too sure what ones I want, but I want to get some. Right, you no longer have to go down there to sabotage the pipes and blow them up anymore. Hello, James. Good to see you. Sorry, I only just saw the message. Hope you are doing well. Also, Celiphy with the healthy hydrate. I will show a hydrate once these enemies are dead. Because, oh my goodness, they do not want to die, do they? Alright, well, it's down to 3, so I've got to focus on just one. My allies will do the same, and they'll do more damage than I can do. So where do you see those being 4 people dungeons? Oh no. Like, if I knew how to do this, like, or what the new layout was, I would have joined in, like, tried to join with other players and tank it. But I'm not comfortable tanking dungeons I don't know, and yeah, I just don't want to embarrass myself. Alright, I got a healthy hydrate. Let me just go grab my water. But it's like, it's also weird that you don't go down there and blow up the pipes. You turn off the searchlights. Doesn't seem right to me. Hi, Drayden. That was nice. Thank you for that. I can feel my brain juice activating. Someone stole your fortune and replace it with this one. Your luck sucks. Have a good day. What? It's got fortune! The new thing about Rockstar Games. Manhunt and possible other games on Steam. The Bunbot wants to kill you. I mean, he did have a knife earlier. A golden egg of opportunity falls into your lap this month. Oh. What is this opportunity you're gonna get? What is this golden egg? Where may I find a golden egg of my own? I also like that I'm not using cooldowns at all, but at the same time it's NPCs. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's only at 4%. Everyone else kill it. Everyone that isn't me. Yeah, we did it! I think 200,000 experience. That feels like a lot. This air found to armor. Press on, meet your head. Well, this is new. Never had to fight these guys before. Well, if you own the game on Steam, you're breaking the law because Rockstar thought it'd be good to have all files pirated files, so they did the game don't work on Steam. Interesting. Like, I gotta wonder why they do some of these things sometimes. Also, I don't know how I, a guy without a shield, am able to tank a giant sword and giant spikes. Oh, hey, look, Sid's on the inside now. He doesn't meet us over there. And he's just... What? Normally we have to go up here, then up and around, and we get another boss fight up there, where it's defends Sid as he blows up a tower. But now it's just... here. And now I guess he's going to take out this tower? Because this is locked off, so we don't have to fire cannons at the airship that is now just sitting there idly. Because normally you blow that up and it goes... or this one up and it goes... meow, into the tower. Yeah, so he's just going to take the field generator himself. This feels odd. You pay $9 for it. It's just sitting there. Oh. Maybe if it's something. No, I don't know if I'd spend $9 on that game. Like, it's fairly old, and I know $9 isn't a lot, but at the same time, you get like a pack of cards. Where did they come from? Lower their attack a bit. Hey, this dungeon is very different. Just feels... I don't know. Doesn't feel right. Whenever the next bit's a circular arena now instead of a square. So the whole party having to shoot the boss with cannons is going to be gone, isn't it? Diverting all power to cannons. And she doesn't even have her Magitech armor. My lord was quite taken with you and the power you possess. The Echo. Naturally, I could not help but wonder whom this prince among men might be, only to discover that you were but another adventurer. No better than... I don't know what the last word was. Yet in spite of this, the masses hold you their champion. Shower honors upon your head. Wise or reason. How is it that you could be such a thorn in our side? Wherever you appear, you leave havoc in your wake. You even slew Ridderton. Well, I will not speculate. Truth be told, couldn't care less how you've done these things. Matters means the fact that you have done them. If you're allowed to continue, you'll eventually deprive me of all that I have toiled for. all that is mine by right. Our minions, comrades, even Lord Gaius. Well, cannot have him. I don't want him. Dreams and ambitions, body and soul, they're mine, do you hear me? All mine. Else everything was before will not suffer the same to happen again. Ready? You'll make me talk really quick. I'll kill you, adventurer. Only your death can bring me peace. Going way too quick. I found out there's people talking about it in reviews, and YouTube video explains it well. I'm gonna have to look that up as well. But usually she used to be in a Magitech armor, and yet to use the the death claw things to pick up ammo, load those ammo into cannons all the way in the corners, and then you'd have to man the cannons to shoot her armor and slowly damage her, and then you get to this phase. But now it's just fight her. Yeah, I'll take a video link in Discord. Don't mind sharing it. And I've suffered shall visit upon you 100-fold. I'll let that circle though. Why'd I still get hurt by it? You have made me wroth. I don't know what that word means. In the Discord, you can put it down in just general chat if you want. Now, what attack is she doing next? Her attacks. Ben's boost for a few seconds and then go into this one. She's so close to dying. I feel like my team would use limit break. We did it! Yeah! Level up! No, it's happening all over again. Please, I cannot bear it. Don't take him away from me. My lord Gaius. Yeah, Sid just runs in, then just gently walks. Another poor fool who craved Gaius's affection over all else. May her soul know rest. 'Tis a miracle no harm has come to you, my friend. One for which I will happily give thanks. And thanks to your fine diversionary work, we have succeeded in bringing down the generator tower, and with it, Magitech Field. The way to the Praetorium now lies open. The only problem is, we can't reach it on foot. Nay, wouldn't you take the Enterprise? I left her at the Cerulean processing plant. Let's regroup there. This is it. The final confrontation awaits. Leave the duty. And no, I don't get irregular tombstones for doing that. I did get the tombstones of poetics. I have 200 of them. I knew you wouldn't let us down, soldier. The Praetorium stripped of its defenses. The way to the ultimate weapon lies open. The time has come for the final phase of Operation Archon. Do you want money or unique earrings? Ultimate weapon. For the final phase of the operation, my flames will storm Castrum Meridium and suppress what is left of the Imperial garrison. If all goes well, this will allow you to reach the Praetorium unopposed, fit and ready for your encounter for the ultimate weapon. Yours is the most dangerous mission of all, but the best must bear the heaviest burden, and you're the best we have. There's not another soul in this realm that could see this deed done, and Merylweb and Kani are the same mind as me. Though all hangs on your success, you must not let our plight make you desperate. Victory belongs to the bold, not the reckless. Bards are wont to sing of heroes who valued their life at naught next to honor, love, and liberty. But I tell you now, that which men value at naught, they sell cheap. Risk no more than you must, you hear me? Now, best you are off. We have work to do, the both of us. See that your preparations are in order. Then report to Sid. He awaits you with the Enterprise at the Cerulean processing plant. May Relgar grant you strength. And I got 2 exercises. Alright, I'll run to Sid. I'll ride my motorbike to Sid, and then I'll exercise. Just because I realize we're in an ad break now, and I'd like to be out of the ad break to prove I did the weightlifts. Look at him cheer us on. Ugh. Sorry, a bit of a yawn. Alright, ad break should be over now. At least according to Twitch it is. Ugh. 1, that's 2 weights. Here we go, 2 redeems. That makes 10 weightlifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And weightlifts. The Enterprise is at your disposal. When you're ready to head for the Praetorium, you need only say the word. If we succeed in destroying the ultimate weapon, it will deal a crippling blow to the Empire's hopes of conquest. After that, the 14th Legion would not dare to move against us, barring the discovery of further elegant doomsday devices, that is. Let's be on our way. Gaius and his plaything await. Alright, this makes me nervous, but I feel like I should enter with other players. Because this gives me 14 irregular tombstones. And I want rewards. I'll just be like,
Hey guys, the first time tank here. Please be nice. Please don't be mad.
gotta repair my gear. Although, I guess it also depends on how many people are actually online as well. Okay, it's a quest where a bunch of baskets appear. I don't think I've ever seen this one, or for the Fates. Alright, we got 2 DPS, I'm the tank, we just need a healer. Also, apologies, I'm starting to talk a bit less because the pain is starting to build up a bit. I think just talking is causing it to flare a bit. For those that don't know, I've just got an infected sinus and it's just quite painful. Hopeful Dawn. Whoop. I'm also curious, if I go into travel, mount speed, so you can see there's up to 2 mount speed things. Essentially, one of them is normally, like, oh, for the first areas, it's for the main story quest that you unlock it. Everywhere else, it is when you unlock flying, it becomes mount speed 1. And then you gotta purchase an item to get mount speed 2. And that is how you get to, like, top speeds throughout most areas. Come on, healer. We just need one. If only Sleepy weren't feeling sick or ill, I could ask her to come on. Like, come on, let's do this long dungeon. Like, you like tombstones, right? Who here likes tombstones? Raise your hand. I probably don't need to be in this area. Ooh, there's one of the A rank hunting targets. You know, I'm over level 50, that thing you need to be more than level 50 to beat. It is very strong. And have two more donuts. Oh, look! Just need us to change areas. This is where I'll say to him, like, hey, first time tank. Here we are. Ultimate weapon will almost certainly be housed within. This is it, my friend. They're gonna have to get their own picture. Yep. They're trying to stand away from the team, and the team jumps to where I'm jumping to. Magitech Terminal is now accessible. Okay, it looks like you have to defeat all the enemies as you go through. That is good. Oh, it is. I forgot Iron Will. Conscript's nearly dead. Thankfully. Another teleporter. Oh, this is much more straightforward. Gonna have it sip my drink, but then I realized cutscenes. I have to voice this. Gaius. Ah, Sid, my boy. You are late. There is something I want to tell you, yet the time never seemed right. Concerns your father. What of him? In the winter of his years, Midas came to abhor his part of Meteor, so that he wanted nothing more than to wash his hands of the whole sordid business. But he did not wash his hands of it. He helmed the project till the day it killed him. Come now, Sid. You must know he did not have the luxury of choice. By the time he realized his error, it was too late. Meteor had him completely in its thrall. Shortly before this transformation, mayhap sensing that something was amiss, Father confided in me all his regrets of his life. Most of them concerned you. Early on in your career, he realized that while you had a talent for devising armaments, it would never fulfill you. Long before you knew you had your own mind, he saw you would be far happier using your knowledge for peaceful purposes. And the thought touched him. He was a changed man for it, though. He could never let it show. You ripped open walls in this place just so you could say this to me? What is it you want, Gaius? I want you at my side, Sid. Take up your father's mantle. Become the Empire's lead engineer. It is your destiny. My father had a change of heart. You said so yourself. Besides, I have long known my destiny, and I assure you, it lies not with the Empire. A pity. And what of you, adventurer? Will you not consider making common cause with me? Your power joined to mine might do much for this realm. Together we could bring order to Eorzea and usher in a lasting peace. No? And I can expect no better answer than this? So be it. It was your strength that made me proffer my hand in friendship, and it is your strength that makes me proffer my blade, save as an ally. We've got so few people. Run, Sid. Or stay. It makes no matter. Gaius, wait! Damn it. Sentinel going. I was a little bit slow on that shield. Oh, it's no longer an elevator that slowly goes down. You know, to pick up the identification key for this, it's just here. This be cuts in a place where it actually confirms, like, as if it isn't obvious enough. It's got the yellow symbol on the side for Gullet Ironworks. So this is the one that Wedge had, and then he had to abandon because it was just overrun. Little fun factoids for you. Do we not destroy the bulkhead door? No. We just go straight into here. Again, interesting. And this is only just one arm instead of two. Oh no, there is a second one. The bulkhead is composed of a special alloy. Extremely tough. Ordinary fire won't leave a mark, I'm afraid. You will need to divert all power to the Magitech cannon, as I did at Castrum and Redanium. The armor's cores would like to expire from the strain, but there's no help for it if we want to press on. Now listen well, press the control. Engage ancillary. Fire away. Ignore the warning lights. Down it goes. You're a natural at this, alright? Way's clear. But it's just you on your own 2 feet now, so be careful. It acts like you only just realized which one this was. You have been living a fine mess in your wake, adventurer. Someone there. Garland, old friend. Oh, it warms the heart to hear your voice again after all these years. Nero, is that you? You sound well. Would seem this savage land agrees with you. The highest ranking tribunals of the 14th was you all this time. Tell me, Garland, how long do you intend to keep all the glory for yourself? What? You've lost me. Don't play the fool with me. Ever since the academy, I've been condemned to live in your shadow. By all objective measure, I was the more talented of the two of us. Yet the fact counted for naught beside your privileged birth. You were admired as the young prodigy simply because your father was the great Midas named Garland. When you defected, I felt sure my star would finally shine. But by disappearing, you acquired the status of a legend. Your reputed genius gaining credence merely by dint of your absence. Instead of cursing you for a traitor, people actually came to think of you more fondly. To this day, you are still proudly looked upon. I, meanwhile, have never been made... I've ever been made to feel second-rate. I have continued to serve our nation faithfully. Wherever I failed to excel, why is it only to be expected? Yet when I expect all reasonable expectations, people proclaim that I walk in the footsteps of the great Garland. Nero, I don't know what to say. It matters not a whit what I achieve. Your existence has rendered mine worthless. Even Lord Van Balsa saw fit to offer you a place to decide, and this inspired your betrayal. Did he extend any such offer to me, the man who remained loyal to him all these years? Why, no, he did not. Long have I endured this injustice, but no more. Lord Van Balsa, in the midst of activating the fully powered ultimate weapon. It is my magnus opus, the creation that will win me the recognition I am due. I will not let anyone interfere. Nero, what are you? Ever since I first set foot in this benighted land, I have watched you. Every move you made, every step you have taken. You have failed icons, a feat made possible by the Echo, peculiar power which shields you from their corrupting influence. It is of little wonder that my lord has taken an interest in you. As have I, truth be told. It is my desire to harness your power for use in the ultimate weapon. When do we get to use a big hammer? I want a big hammer. Should I succeed, Lord Van Balsa will surely take notice. Beside this, Garland's achievements will be as child's play. Come, adventurer, and yield to me the secrets of your power. My next cooldown going. Really thought I messed up when the attacks a second ago. This changes nothing. Ha ha ha! Old weapon is activated. What a Nero. Bled? Darn it. The instant prior to blackout, the instruments detected a massive power outage. Gaius is certain to be there. We have to stop him. Word arrived from the Alliance a short while ago. Seems the Order of the Twin Adder has completed its blockade. What heads against Spare are hastening this way as we speak, and likewise to the Maelstrom. Let's have to destroy this monster. I should warn you, the chamber which houses the target appears to be saturated with etheric energies, bound to be heavy interference. But if we lose contract, we must go on. Just don't do anything I won't do, alright? I think someone of the team's been eating ice cream. And I think they complimented me.
Open this control panel. It'll be somewhere nearby. Take the lid down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima weapon.
I'll take a break and drink.
Keep your eyes peeled. Gaius could be waiting for you down there. Oh, and don't even think about dying. You're too bloody useful. The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connection will last much.
It's him!
Such devastation! Tell me, for whom do you fight? Do you believe in Eorzea? Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a
This is gonna be
of lies. To believe in
a long monologue
is
of
to
his.
believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not?
I mean, they don't have
Of the 12
power.
Otherwise engaged, I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, every one. Except for this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Soir, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak.
Very much reminds me of Omni-Man right now. Not gonna lie. He's got golden.
This, when a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization. And in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation. Come, champion of Eorzea, face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, but none among you has the power to stop me.
Oh, I cannot wait to prove him wrong on that one. 100%. Back to me. Oh, this is actually the end of the dungeon is beating him now. It doesn't have ultimate weapon included. Don't know why I used that just then, but I did. We did it!
I had not thought to be so hard-pressed. Your strength is most impressive. Such power befits a ruler. Yet, you lack the resolve to put it to proper use. A waste.
We just let him walk off. One thing I never quite understood. We know where he's going. And the team's already left because they're out getting the tombstones. Hey, I got 2 player commendations. Alright, so this is going to be a trial now to do. Interesting.
Allow me then, hero, to do that which you will not.
I don't like to think he has to be inside of this thing. I don't know why, it strikes me weird. Now have the fight against Dunlop. Give me a quick second. 2 things I'm gonna do. 1, put a new battery in this little fan because the batteries die within only a couple of hours, which is bad, so I'm going to get rechargeable batteries for this thing. Because I'm trying to find a way to cool down in here. Because, you know, PC runs hot, and so, you know, it gets quite toasty. And plus, when it comes to summer, it's going to get worse. Other thing, painkillers, because my gum is starting to hurt quite a bit. It's about a 4.5 on the pain scale, but it has gone up since starting the stream. So I kind of want to, you know, nip in the bud now before it gets worse. Give me a quick moment. Did I do the exercise from earlier? I did. I know that after you redeemed it, an ad break started, so I waited for the ad break to finish, and then I did it. But I made sure to do it, James. Not too worried. Pill number 2 to try and stop this pain. More the pill that I'm more worried about. It's also very massive. Oh, that hurt going down. I hate big pills. Hate big pills and I cannot lie. If I complete this with other people, I do get 6 tombstones. Question is, how long would it take? A little invisible barrier around it. Can't clip into the tail though. Whoop. Hey. funny that you can jump and use the attack. And then slash appears above you. A couple things. First, grab the spirit bond from these items. We don't know how long it's going to be until this final thing pops, so let's go to the gold source. Let's have some fun. Go to the arcade. You know, the world is ending. The Gallian Empire has the ultimate weapon that can destroy everything. So, yeah, let's just go to the arcade for a little while. It'll be fine. No, it's trying to enter me in Praetorium. I didn't want Praetorium, I only want this other one. Take that. 1800. Only 36. Alright, last one. 1, 8, 3. Alright, downline. 252. That's a respectable number. Do these. Weak. Brutal. Punish him. Punish him. Brutal. That's the other collection log done. Or challenge log, not collection. But yeah, the healer in that dungeon was saying that they were eating an ice cream. So they were playing it and healing one-handed. And they said I was apparently doing good because they didn't get hurt throughout it. I'm like, oh, that's nice of them. Jumbo Cacpot, number 1, no numbers match. I mean, I technically got the 5, but it's got to go from right to left. The smallest number has to match first. Alright, need to get 3 tickets. Accept a random number. Second random number. And finally, random number. 1 DPS has joined us for this. We just need another DPS and a healer. Now I don't know what to do while I wait for this dungeon. I mean, I also don't know if it was the painkiller that I took or if it was the antibiotics. Pain's going down a little bit, but not too much. Right, finale of A Realm Reborn. The Porta Decumana.
Bear witness to the true power of the Ultima weapon.
Got 2 little Lalafels with me. They're so adorable.
Right, I've got Iron Will. Pretty sure I blocked that. Stuck in these. Gotta run from him as soon as we can. Yeah. Feel. Think. The foe is darkness clad in steel. Thou was triumph, thou must look to the light. Oh. Just destroyed it. Titan's essence, born from the Ultima weapon. No matter, still harbours the might of the other icons. Vortex barrier. Once more, Crystal Bearer, look to the light to vanquish the darkness. I think auto attack go, so I can just build up this thing. The ultimate weapon is not spent of Archon power yet. This is the strength of the Icon Slayer. Guessing exact same thing. Naught remain of you but ash. Yield not to darkness, my child. Pray to the crystal with all thy being. No, how? How are you doing this?
But the Ultima weapon is all-powerful. Why does my enemy still stand? Can his strength truly be so great?
It truly can. My favorite part's coming up.
Light that confounds you.
Prae.
Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal he bears.
So, this is what empowers him.
'Cause I am an
Beyond
icon.
mortal limits.
So I have the crystals.
If you are to prevail,
Boss.
the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light. And so it shall, for the Ultima weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Speak plainly, Ascian.
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Alec failed to scratch. The magic within has lain dormant for eons.
Of what magic do you speak?
A spell without parallel. Ultima.
Ultima.
I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to quicken the core. For the true power of the Ultima weapon lies within its now beating heart.
Prae, what have you done?
No more than was necessary for my god to be reborn.
Damn you, Ascian.
The hour is at hand. Behold but a sliver of my god's power.
Don't do it, man.
From the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
Oh, that hurts my eyes. That is so bright. Get ready. He's gonna say the line.
Such devastation
You said the line,
was
chat.
not my intention. Such devastation.
Magdalene, it seems the task of keeping your champion
And that's where it comes
alive
from.
has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belsar, your enemy's shield is broken. The rest I leave to you.
We will speak later. question. But first, I must deal with you. The question of who is mightier remains. Come, adventurer. Let us find the answer together.
I had a person in the chat saying such devastation for everyone else. Like the other 3 party members. I think if I just stay back here... I should be mostly fine. The damage over time. Get a small shield up. Thankfully, don't have to move it all here. Until we get a stack marker. Is doing that towards others. Oh, and airships just fell on us. Now it's casting ultimate again. I'm curious what happens if you actually fail in this. Like, I know sometimes they'll give you like a small cutscene-ish thing, like we actually see the attack happen. RP was down 2%. We did it!
Such devastation!
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to get it one more time. Oh.
Heed me. The subjects of a weak ruler must needs look to a higher power for providence, and their dependence comes at a cost to the realm. The misguided elevate the frail, and the frail lead the people astray. Unless a man of power wrests control, the cycle will never be broken.
Raiders! My goodness, picked up Shane with a party of 19. My goodness, so many. Hello, Shane. Hello, Raboy. Oh my goodness, an ad's actually starting in a second. Oh, I'm so sorry if everyone gets an ad. I mean, I'm pretty sure Raiders don't get ads. But, like, I could not click snooze. It was quite literally starting. That literal second. But welcome in! I just beat the final trial of A Realm Reborn. We got, I think, a solo duty to do next. How was your stream, by the way? Why do I have a 10-minute counter here? Right, I remember I have to set up a 10-minute counter. Hello, Atomic Game! Sorry, I don't know why I said Atomic Games. Atomic Gas Demon, welcome into the channel! Interesting color scheme you got there. Right, so, for those of you who have been here before, there's actually a little thing that I've set up in the channel points. For 250 channel points, you can redeem change color, where you can type in 1 or 2. Change me from my original colors, which you can see on my mini mix over there, to me, how I am now. This is number 2, over there is number 1. I also have a different helmet. This is helmet number 1, the other one is number 2, and that is under change helmet. Now, my quick spiel. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Tempro, and next up a superhero-themed VTuber station in Australia. I play a variety of video games, usually JRPGs, this one being Final Fantasy XIV. I'm just at the end of A Realm Reborn. I then have to do the post-Realm Reborn, go on to Heavensward, then Stormblood, Shadowbringers, then Endwalker, and hopefully, by then, I forget what the next one's called. It's like Dawntide, I think. That's what comes out next year. But let me give you a quick shout out, Shan. Shout out at Picked Up Shan. Let's see if this works for you this time. Will it? A very old clip by the looks of it.
Nah, fuck it, bro. I'm running. I don't care. I'm gonna find him.
Did he find him though?
I call this the Big Nick Jack Dinner. Yes.
Woo! He did it!
Yes.
Woo! Woo!
Let's go. Oh.
He did the thing. He got the chicken dinner. How was the rest of your stream, Shan? I hope there's a lot of fun TTS moments in there. I really enjoyed playing with that before going to my stream. But yes, welcome in everyone. Now, I will let you know, while I do appreciate you all coming in, I completely understand if you have other things to do. Completely understandable. You know, I'm not going to hold you here. I'm not going to force you to stay. However, if you would like to stay, maybe check out my stream a little bit. That'd be appreciated.
Looks like we have another follower. Welcome to the channel.
Atomic Gas Demon, thank you so much for the follow. And yes, I have a little Vegeta up there. I am going to try and get a Goku TTS going, because I reckon that'd be funny. I'll probably have it alongside Brian, so that way I can have Brian TTS and Goku and maybe someone else, I don't know. I gotta check out what they have. Play Final Fantasy, so I have to play a fellow Final Fantasy enjoyer. Okay, I'm actually very excited about that. Okay. So I will say this, I have played Final Fantasy for most of my life. Like, my very first game I played was number 5. I know that's a bit late into the series. Haha, funny, because it's only a few years into it. First game I actually owned was 7 and 8 at the exact same time. And I've played most Final Fantasies by now. I think the only numbered game I haven't played is 3 and 9. I will get to them eventually. Yours was 11. Ooh, I really wish I had played 11 properly. Like, I played a little bit with my brother, and I just... Back then, I could not get into it. And I feel like it'd be difficult being spoiled by current era video games. But... Oh, not current era video games, but current era MMOs. Like, the way they did things in that was a bit different. But I do actually want to play it because I reckon it is a ton of fun. Now, I will also apologize if I go a bit quiet at times. I'm a little bit sore. Basically, on this cheek here, I've got a bit of a sinus infection. It has flared up a little bit from me talking, which means, you know, my mouth is moving, like my jaw moves, and it's just aggravating it. So I do go quiet a bit because of the aches. I mentioned before, it's about a pain scale of... I want to say 4. Pain scale 4. I'm trying different little home remedies to try and fix it while on stream. One of them being pushing on sinuses. But if it doesn't help, then yeah. Okay, have COVID, so I said, oh, hopefully you get better soon. That actually sounds worse than what I got. My boss at the moment had it, and he bought it for me. Oh. That was quite nice of him. Like, I've put the most hours into 14 on main character. I'm almost completely up to date in the story. Long story short, I kind of mentioned this quite a bit on stream. Well, not quite a bit, but it's like every so often I'll mention this. Last year, my house was flooded, so I was living in a caravan, and I couldn't play a lot of PC games. During this time, I kind of had a falling out with 14, just because I couldn't actively play it. And so when I could, I felt far behind. So I'm now actually streaming it on a brand new character in the Australian servers, because, hey, why not? It might be fun to revisit it. And this part of the story, the end of A Realm Reborn, they have altered the dungeons. So it is quite interesting. Now, I probably have to continue the story because it just popped up a message. I have 7 minutes since I last had activity. But 10 minutes, I'll be expelled from duty, so I kind of got to continue the cutscene.
You of all people must see the truth in this. You who have the strength to rule.
We just beat Ultimate Weapon, by the way. This used to be a part of... I think it was Praetorium. But because it's separate, it cuts Praetorium down by like 20 minutes. But like, this is my first time experiencing the change. And look at this guy. Just defeated on the ground.
Such devastation!
I'm never gonna get tired of that button. It is my favorite button at the moment. Also, this is my character. Also named Nyx. Also Temporal Nyx.
Pathetic. You boasted of unrivaled power. You were entrusted with the ultimate weapon. The ultimate magic. And still, you failed. So much for the glory of man.
This coming from a man who had to kidnap a fleshy body.
The growing imbalance afflicting the planet must be redressed. If it is permitted to worsen, the very laws of existence, both etheric and physical, will be warped beyond all recognition. Know you the root of this corruption? Hydaelyn.
After completing Endwalker, that actually makes sense.
Like a parasite, she must be burned out if the planet is to recover. And naught but the return of the one true god will ensure her complete excision. Yet, to pave the way for the Master's return, a chaotic confluence of untold proportions must needs be brought about. And that will necessitate the presence of the primals.
Yeah, I think a lot of this stuff doesn't actually get explained till much, much later, but knowing the information, like, I don't want to spoil it for everyone. Or, like, for those who don't know the story. But, yeah, what he says makes a lot more sense. I'm like, ah.
Needless to say, both you and your scion accomplices cannot be suffered to interfere in this endeavor. You will not leave this place alive.
Okay, so I have to talk to him, but if I exit through here, how does it let me back in? Like, I have to know. Oh, I got 2 play accommodations for that. Okay, so we just get a little dot. That makes sense. I doubt we can ever return here. I mean, it's the exact same area as Ultimate Weapon. But still. Solo duty!
It is past time your flame was extinguished. Bringer of light.
Like, this bit, I have no clue what happens.
Hello, Twix. Good to see you in here.
You're new here, but I am Nyx. Be Hero Team VTuber. Currently playing some Final Fantasy 14. Right at the end of A Realm Reborn. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Twix. Alright-ish. Little bit more pain today. Like, well, not today, but like... It was eased earlier. But... talking while on stream has actually aggravated it a bit. Power of darkness is ravaging my body. searing flames, cleanse all in the name of the one true God. Yeah, it's taking longer to kill than I thought he would. Each time a Twix made from the left and right Twix. Sometimes trolls make people laugh, not the person, just looking for good vibes. Plan to join the animation club for college this semester. Ooh. Nah, you seem like a really cool Twix. So as a fun fact for you, Twix, did you know if you were to open a brand new packet of Twix, blindfold me, and give me one of the chocolates at random, I would know if it came from the left or right side 100% of the time? You wanna know how I can do this? Or how I know? Because the left Twix just doesn't taste right. I'm sorry for that one. I mean, not really. I like my bad jokes. Can only destroy 2 of them though. They really amped this up. And this is pretty cute. Well, I'm dead. Yours was always a vain struggle. I was about to say, like, is this actually... Hey, you failed to kill all 4 orbs, so therefore you just lost? Surrender not, my child. Look thee to the light. And receive the power to banish the darkness. Fervent hope shines forth the light. Super Saiyan power! Look at that energy! They should still have the strength to intervene. Damn you, Heidelin. I was like, how can I tell? It's because the left Twix doesn't taste right. It's a bad joke. Down 27%. Super fast, start at speed. It's like they gave you a speed buff, so you can sprint in this. Throw my shield. And again. Oh, that made me Super Saiyan. We beat him! Why can that not be an effect we get like an accessory? If we can have the glasses or the wings or the... Well, not really umbrella. But glasses and wings on us at all times. Why can't we get that power effect at all times? That One Piece is real. Oh, I'm coughing a lot.
Pierce the shadows. Make thee a blade of light.
Lightsaber! Oh, it's the opening cutscene.
Such devastation!
What?
It's everyone. Through his stomach. Dragon Ball it. Crystal binding thing, credit's gone. He can go back to his weird pervy self again. It's a Magitech Walker. It didn't die. And it remembers us. See, what a good coincidence that once Wedge lost it, the Guardians took it back to this place. Didn't change the inner servos. And that it somehow survived using up all its power.
And so my conquest ends, Cid. In smoke and ashes. Such devastation!
I'm sorry. Had to ruin the dramatic scene for him.
Hear, feel, think.
Unleash my Tesla Jelly one on the first 2 challenges in the adventure mode, while out walking, going up vital points or whatever they are for Koromon to become Agumon. Ooh, good job.
The darkness hath fled before the unclosed brilliance of thy spirit. Yet it lingereth still beyond the sight of men, in forgotten corners of the world. In the depths of the abyss yet resideth the Dark One, watchful ever, till this evil be cast out. Never shall the world know aught but a passing peace. Yet for the present, a gentle light shineth o'er the realm of Eorzea. With thee at its heart. From sparkling moat shall it swell to glorious sun, and all the world shall bask in its warmth.
Heidelin's vanishing from me. But why?
Blessings and joy be upon thee.
There really has 2 things that actual
Go
advantages.
forth, my child, and be as a beacon of hope for Eorzea and the lands beyond through all the days of thy life.
Well, that is pretty good for the devices, like that you can have this as a mod. Like, this works a bit better.
All Twin Adder units have fallen back to the outer
But I think,
perimeter.
you know, it's like, oh, you didn't scan NFC device. Ooh. But, you know, your phone is an NFC device, so you can just go tap on your phone. Gotta create raid messages for Luna, better get started. Right, I still need... It's been over a year of me streaming, and I still don't have a proper raid message set.
The Flames have completed their withdrawal, General.
Admiral, all hands accounted for.
He's still in there.
Cid, has there been no word?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Damnation!
He's going to make it, I know he is. Ida is right. We must have faith. Cid, can they not be evacuated aboard the Enterprise? That adventurer and the Scions are as the Warriors of Light reborn. We cannot abandon them to their fate. Not again.
I wholeheartedly agree, but flying into the midst of that would only add to the fireworks.
There must be something we can do.
Please, Mother Heidelin. Please light his way through the darkness.
Look into the light, my child. If thou would see thy companions return safe to thee, reach
You would
out
laugh.
to them now.
Where? You mean the only exit near us? That is literally the opposite side of where the Praetorium was?
Our warrior of light.
Yes, the hero returns.
Look! Thancred is with him!
Thank the 12!
Right behind them! That's Praetorium blowing up. They ran to the camera because that's where I am. Why does Praetorium have an exit tunnel that goes from the center of that battleground around the entire map that would have to go up a mountain and then go around a corner to come out through this exit? And for the explosions to still be chasing.
Welcome home.
Yoshida had some explaining to do.
You almost got us killed that one time, remember?
Now, we both know that was your fault.
Thank the 12 we're safe.
Mind your horns there, man-bull.
Mayhap when you mind your manners.
Keys has
The crystal
returned.
that bound Thancred is no more. I doubt we can say the same of La Habrea. And even if we could, we know that he is not alone. Confounded Ascians. Their god may be unknown to us, but their zeal is unquestionable. Suffice it to say, it would be folly to assume that they no longer pose a threat. Nevertheless,
Nevertheless, the day is saved. For now.
for now we must savor what peace we have won, however ephemeral. Do you see, Grandfather? Our first step towards realizing the dream for which you gave your life.
Still more to go. Yeah, there he is. Let's go. I'm gonna try and take an antihistamine. These tablets are like the beast. Terrible. I hate them.
Friends, the dread night of Imperial tyranny and Ascian machination is ended. A new day now begins in Eorzea.
True to their name, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, along with our champion, have delivered us from darkness.
Let their shared victories serve to remind us of our shared history. And let their bravery in the face of adversity inspire future generations.
Doubt not, the realm will need bravery in the days to come.
Exactly, we need a lot more players.
Divide us within our walls,
Free
while
trial
hordes
up to
of
level
beastmen
7.
claw at our gates.
Award-winning
And though
A Realm
the Black
Reborn and
Wolf
2
be
expansions of
slain,
Heaven's Ward and
the
Stormblood.
rest
Play
of the
free
pack
today.
remains.
Gotta get the meme in.
Yet no foe need we fear, so long as we stand as one.
So long as the Scions stand for peace.
Oh,
So
I had to
long
cough
as
and it hurt
our
my cheek so
champion
much.
Stands fast, for there exists no adversity over which we may not jointly prevail.
No longer can we turn a blind eye to the suffering of our allies.
No nation stands alone. If one should fall, so shall we all. Eorzea is our shared home. For any one of us to know peace, so too must our neighbor.
Just as we join in solidarity before you this day, so too shall our grand companies be joined henceforth to strive not only for the good of mere nations, but for the good of all the realm.
Change will not come overnight. Yet I foresee a day, not so very far from now, when the lines that divide our lands fade, and all of Eorzea is one.
Does that ever actually happen?
It has been but 5 short years since the Battle of Cartano. 5 years since the advent of the 7th Umbral Era.
It's kind of weird to say that that was the 7th
No
Umbral
victory,
Era.
however sweet,
It only
can
affected
wash
Eorzea,
away
not
our bitter
all of the
sorrows.
world.
No triumph can reclaim those we lost. Yet do not presume you honor them by dwelling on the past. It was not the past they fought for. You would repay their sacrifice by looking to the future.
A future united, as the warriors of light united in the champion.
Now is the time for us to rise as one, bearing all of Eorzea on our shoulders.
5 years ago, Eorzea bore witness to the end of the 6th Astral Era. Now, the 7th Umbral Era draws to a close, yet we come together not to glory in its end, but to mark a new beginning.
Let it be writ that on this day, by the light of the crystal, Eorzea ushered in a new era.
The 7th Astral Era is come! And thus is ours a realm reborn!
That's the name of the game! Nothing bad could happen from here on out. Now, normally I like to sit to the credits of these games. Even more so because I like the song they're gonna play. But this is like an hour at least of just sitting here. So skip this one. Oh, so this is all the people, yeah, who had played, 1.0 and played it to the end. So, if you wanted to see yourself, you'd be like, oh, look. That's me. I'm Zeke Chase. Not really, but you could be saying that. And it's just kind of interesting this is here. Get this one. Special thanks. Get this one. All is well. Nothing bad could happen. Good party chats. Everyone's such good friends. Where's everyone going? Crystal of Darkness? Honestly, I don't think that Crystal of Darkness gets fully explained either.
What is it?
That roar. It can't be.
Did you hear that?
There's no time to spare.
Where is it coming from?
Dread tidings! Chaos and carnage! It is an abomination! A primal has awakened!
Who is this one? Bahamut stirs. As will the others ere long. Lightning's hair. 13. It is not a question of whether Aortis champion shall yield, but of when. And with each passing moment, we draw closer to the reckoning. This thing kind of confuses me as well. The one true God. To Zodiac. Well, I guess you could say that Dark Crystal was Zodiac, but at the same time, thus did Dawn break on a realm reborn. At the same time, it's like, it doesn't actually make much sense for it to be Zodiac, especially later on. As for the reason why the Ascians kind of irk me there, it's just they mentioned when Laha Breya came along. I was like, his robes, an elder Ascian. And then you see all the others in that room all have those robes. But I think there's only 3 or 4 Ascians in the entire game that properly wear those robes. And I think it's only it's the ones you see behind them. Everyone's clapping for me. Did you know everyone just standing around clapping for you is a reference to Neon Genesis? And I completely made that up? The Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation into the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the ether, a pattern observed only once before in history, 5 years ago to be precise. I should like to think it a mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount that possibility. Well, I trust I need say no more. At great sacrifice, we have delivered Eorzea from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and thereby secured peace. We cannot well allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb on I know not how many occasions. Yet our struggle continues, and we need you now, no less than before. Please continue to stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm, of this very star. Quest complete. Flying unlocked! You can now fly while mounted in Lanosia, Thanalan, Blackshroud, Coertha, Central Highlands, and Mordona. To take flight, simply jump while mounted. First, we're going to use this key. Next, before doing the quest, we have a few different things we got. We've unlocked a few new spots throughout the world, and we need to visit them to unlock extra things. So, for starters, we got Primal Fear in here, which is unlocked by Urianger. This unlocks the hard mode of Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan, which means they're level 50 now. After those are beaten, you can then talk to him again and you unlock the extreme versions, where they're even harder at level 50, but you can get special horse mounts. Up here, I think all's the same. This for Whitebeard, he's new. Memories rekindled. Ah, and I like staring out at the sea to bring an old man back his glory days. Aye, good old times, when his whole life still lay ahead of him. And the greatest adventures were yet to be. Oh, don't you know better than to sneak up on your elders like that? You trying to send me into an early grave? Well, not early as such. Ah, don't tell me. I can see just when I look at you. You're an adventurer, an accomplished one at that, yeah? Aye, you may not be the greybeard I am, but I reckon you have a memory or two you'd be keen on remembering. So what say you join for a while before you return to the road? After all, sometimes reflecting on the past can be just what you need to discover the path you'd forged into the future. New Game Plus unlocked. So you can actually do all the old stories or quests without actually having to reset your level. So ordinarily you would play, if you want to stream the story and you already have a main account like I do, you just activate New Game Plus and play through what you can. But I don't want to do that. Now, so we want to go to Curthus. Actually, before we go to Curthus, show off flying. One little carbuncles now goes at max speed, and I can go. Yeah! Woo! You can't land everywhere though, because here you're never meant to walk on. You can fly over it, but it's never been made walkable terrain. Which sucks, because I feel like it'd be cool to just run along here as a player. Alright, next thing I want to show off. And this is going to be a fun trip for long-time Final Fantasy fans. We've got our Magitech armor. Which, you know, we just got in the story, and we used it a few times. But if you listen to the music, it works best in the snow. Okay, not the Fate music. Oh, does the music sound familiar? Does once landing, knowing that music, slowly walking in the snow, make it potentially seem more familiar? Into the footsteps kind of drown out the music. The Magitech armor, as well as the music you hear when you actually ride it, are from Final Fantasy VI. As in 6's opening, it had 3 characters, 2 of which were actually later renamed as Biggs and Wedge, in Magitech armor, as the music played. And it's just a nice little Easter egg that they throw in. Now, across the world, there's going to be a few more, like, blue quest names. And I can unlock level 50 dungeons, like special hard mode ones and whatnot. Which I will have to eventually do. If I go and press you and go Duty Roulette, we now have main scenario. It'll do one of the 3 missions I just did. But now we get adventure and need bonuses, which isn't all that much. Leveling is good because it does give you the flame seals. I guess 5,000 gil, it adds up eventually. Texture repeating so obvious from on this map. We do have the Crystal Tower up there, which is a raid set we're going to have to do. And the whole Bahamut thing, what they do at the end of each expansion, like release story, is they tease the 8-man party raid. So you go in with a party of 8, work together to beat the boss. Whereas Crystal Tower ahead is, I think, 24 people. So 3 whole parties have to work together. To do the raids though, I would actually prefer to get a DPS class because I am not as confident doing raids as anything else. Just because there's a lot more mechanics to know. And it kind of worries me that, yeah, as a DPS you mess up and I'm like, oh yeah, the DPS messed up. And that's it. If you mess up as tank, everyone knows you messed up. Because you will wipe. You gotta do it again. There's a thing I want to find. Well, I'll try to find it. So, this is something that... I said I wanted to look up. And I wanted to, you know, show this off on stream at some point. And now that we've finished A Realm Reborn, I feel like it is at an appropriate time. Now, I don't like being, you know, React streamer. Also, credit to Albester on YouTube for recording this for us all, because otherwise we would have no way of ever seeing this. And his name's at the very bottom, down here. But essentially what this is, just, yeah, oh. Bring that up. Just so that we don't get the white bars and whatnot. Essentially what this is legacy character cutscenes. So, as I mentioned in the past, if you played a legacy character, so someone who has played 1.0 of Final Fantasy XIV, you would have different alternate cutscenes throughout the game. And I have mentioned this quite a bit throughout this, like where it's like, oh, apparently this is going, like this was different back then, and that was different back then. Hence why, you know, I want to show it off. Now, an ad's apparently going to play in a minute. I'm going to rush it so it plays now, that we don't get disrupted. This is only a 30-minute video. I will fast forward through some bits, because obviously I don't want to just play this entire video on stream. If you want to watch the entirety by yourself, again, the name is Albester on YouTube. You can also find it by looking up Final Fantasy XIV Legacy Character Cutscenes. I believe A Realm Reborn is the only one that has these differences. And afterwards, because you get known as the Warrior of Light when you finish the game, it no longer requires this. So I'll play the ad now. If you don't get an ad, that is completely fine. If you do get an ad, I thank you for watching it. Right after it's done, we can hit play, and we can start to look into some of these differences, because this is something that actually interested me for quite a long time. I remember when I found out about it, I sent a link to it to someone. They were going, oh no, I've seen this a while back. I'm like, oh well, I wish I was told about it. I wanted to see this stuff. So much so that I'm talking in a higher voice. I'll hit play just quickly. Obviously the frame rate's a bit lower as well. Oh, wait.
At the rift.
Volume's at max. Okay, this is where it's been turned down. I was trying to figure out why it was very, very quiet. I will also adjust the volume as I go through. Now, this was obviously recorded at a much lower frame rate, as we saw. Not like I can really do about that, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, such a bad cough. Oh. Alright, the ads are done. So basically, for the Realm Reborn trailer, it's like the heroes vanished. And we did get a snippet of them coming back. Like, yeah! And so if you're a returning Legacy player, you got that sort of moment where you suddenly reappear in the world. It's been 5 years. No real clue why you're gone for, 5 years.
At the Battle of Carteneau, as fire rained down from the heavens, Archon Louis Soir invoked the power of the Keeper and sent his fellow heroes into an ethereal rift beyond the reach of the devastation.
Such devastation!
5 years since that fateful day, since the 7th Umbral Era changed the world forever. The time has come for the heroes to return.
I mean, other characters... Hang on, I'm gonna have to copy again. Other characters do attempt to do something similar. But Louis Soir was obviously a more powerful mage.
Of the realm.
And I believe if you're a Legacy character, you always came to
Amidst the
Limsa.
roiling waves of the Rotano Sea lies the maritime city-state.
At least, I've only ever seen these cutscenes for Limsa. It never showed, like... I haven't found cutscenes of the different city-states, but it doesn't mean they don't exist.
For bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer.
They even have a completely different voice to narrate the opening.
Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Lim Lane.
I feel like even the whole patron deity, that's part of the a thing that doesn't actually exist anymore. Like, you still choose your patron deity, but you don't have anything that happens with
hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on his life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
And that is the introduction for a Legacy player, rather than coming in on either boat or by chocobo carriage. You get a more personal intro. Now, I do believe this person was just wearing the armor because
I am the waves that bear. I am
that's just the way it is.
That guide. I am the evening stars.
Now, this is a little bit of a difficult one because we obviously started in Thanalan.
There shall I die. Thus reads the
But if
sailor's
you start in Limsa, you get to see Ishtola.
We meet again. Or do we? My apologies. I fear I've mistaken you for another.
There's the first hint.
Something about you. Your gait, perhaps. Well, no matter. What brings you to this sacred place of seafarers, if I may ask?
They're like Ishtola already
Adventurer I've
hints.
seen around Summerford Farms.
And that's that one line is basically
but it would seem I have missed
all
my
it is.
mark. Or perhaps not. End to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Cut forwards a little bit because a lot of the cutscene there is exactly the same as what you would normally get.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the 7th Dawn. I have awaited your coming. After 5 long years, you've come back to us, just as Louis Soir said you would.
And Menphilia is the
Words
only
cannot
one
describe the joy I feel at this
who
moment.
actually remembers you.
Welcome home. I remember you still, and everything you fought for. Know that you're not entirely forgotten. If Louis Swore is watching us, as I choose to believe, he may now rest in peace, his mission finally fulfilled.
And I feel like that's purely because of Menphilia's echo ability. Because everyone's echo is slightly different.
Please, be at ease. You are among
And then that's
friends
when you
here.
get introduced to everyone again. And it's just said, oh, we probably shouldn't say who you really are to them all.
No doubt you are right to burst with questions, but have him use it. And so I implore.
Yeah, that's where she goes into a silent thing. You get to see the person select the next one.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. Forgive me for treating you as a stranger. I know you deserve better than this, considering all you've done for the realm. It remains unclear why no one remembers you. We can only assume that it is a consequence of the power that Louis Swore invoked to save your life. But irrespective of the cause, know that whatever shroud has fallen upon people's memories, there will surely be a way to lift it.
And a bonus little
Thank you for
explanation to
understanding.
why she's acting that way. Like, and
But come, I will
it's a thing that I
introduce you
found
to your
interesting.
friends
It's
in
like,
the Order.
I thought so much of this
Tell
game
me,
would have
does the
different
name
cutscenes
Charlier
for
ring
legacy
any
players,
bells?
but this is how they
It
try to
used to be
blanket.
one
It's
of
like,
Eorzea's 6 city
she's trying to
states,
protect your
and was
identity and make sure
situated
that
in the
this is
northwest
a
of Aldenard.
very simple thing for everyone.
The Sharlians were the keepers of wisdom, both old and new. Their mastery
And
over
then
magic
that
and ether was
is the end of that
unsurpassed, and
change.
even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number,
Still shows,
there were a noble few who devoted their lives
this
to
one cutscene's
safeguarding the future
quite
of
a long
Eorzea.
one. Where we were at the start of this week, on Tuesday, when we were burying the dead.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the 7th Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend, the greatest engineer of our time.
I fear you are mistaken, child. No. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait,
And I believe this is where... Oh, I can't really spoil this.
Hear me,
remember.
Sid. Eorzea needs you.
You, so familiar. It's all a blur.
And Sid, who had lost his memories, starts to recognize you almost instantly.
Sid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought.
They need...
Then we go over to here. Like, skipping
It took
ahead.
a while for the memory to return, but I remember you.
So, this is when I actually mentioned it was kind of odd how it's like, you see yourself in his memory. It's like, you gave me the goggles. there was no real reason for that as, a brand new player. But for a legacy player, it actually feels different.
The Floating Isle, Vandarnus. We ended it that day, or so we thought. Listen, let's keep this between the two of us for the time being. If word got out that one of the Warriors of Light had returned, the eyes of the world would soon be upon us, our enemies included. And that's the kind of attention we could well do without. What? Isn't it enough that I know the truth? Don't worry, a man of your talents won't go unnoticed for long. Someday they will remember you, and you'll never know another moment's peace. There, up ahead. Ready, old friend?
We're currently just going through the cutscenes that legacy players of Final Fantasy XIV received. There's only a few differences here and there, but
my lady,
all are as the Warriors of Light reborn. We cannot abandon them to their fate.
The final
Not
cutscene,
again.
which we just saw moments earlier.
I wholeheartedly agree, but flying into the midst of that would only add to the fireworks.
There must be something we can do.
Please, Mother Hydaelyn. Please light his way through the darkness.
The
Look
new
into
bit.
the light, my child. If thou would see thy companions returned safe to thee, reach out to them now.
Everyone hears it.
It's him! I feel his presence! Can it be? Is it really him?
I knew it! I knew it all along!
Through a
Who
beam of
speaks?
light.
The crystal. She calls to us.
I hear her. The voice of Hydaelyn herself.
And normally, I believe it's only you and Midfilia who have heard her.
Strike me down! No wonder he seemed familiar. He's one of the Warriors of Light! What are you smirking at, Cid? You knew, didn't you?
Oh, you mean our adventurer friend? Did I forget to mention he was one of the Warriors of Light? Saved Eorzea. You know, twice.
The shroud is lifted. They remember you. There!
Oh!
That, I believe, is the end to the differences. Because now it's
Thank the 12!
you landing, and I was like, yay! And that is it. So many weird things for Final Fantasy. This is also a brand new browser. So, no clue what a lot of these suggestions are. Mostly, hey, here are some spoilers for different spots. Okay, so those are the differences for if you have a legacy character. I thought, be cool to show those off because, from here onwards, everyone, whether you're a legacy character or a new character, experience the story exactly the same. I believe... Nope, that's Leave Quest. We have a few things down here. The Wrath of Khan, which I believe is a dungeon. Maniac Manor, which I think is the Hawk's Manor, I think that hard mode. Blood for Stone, not too sure. Ultimate Ballad is to unlock harder version of fighting Ultima. Legacy of Alag. Ah, so that unlocks Crystal Tower when you go through it all. I can't remember how you get the Binding Coils of Bahamut raids. I believe they're in Lanosia. I still haven't visited Middle Lanosia at all. Not once in the story, if you do not start in Limbs of Laminza, do you have to visit Middle Lanosia. At this point, I'm actually curious, how long can we go throughout Final Fantasy XIV without ever going into Middle Lanosia to see how useless of an area it really is? Okay, so we go over to Wineport. Oh, that's just for Leave Quest. Alright, well I know for some of the quests, for Binding Coils, it appears around here for some of the extra ones. I guess we can now fly throughout all the zones. Oh, and I get to show off one of the things that irks me a little. So over here is one of the Garlean bases. It wasn't until Shadowbringers that let you fly in these areas. It was like, you never really have to come in here for the story. I think there may be a side quest or two where you gotta go in here. There used to be a glitch. I think the glitch is still in the game. You had to run and jump against this post at the right angle and right speed. And it would clip you to the other side. And apparently the wall on the other side didn't have proper barrier, so you could just run up it. That's how people got out of bounds. I could never do it. That's not the thing that irks me. The thing that does irk me is so we go over to this side. It's like, oh, there's an outpost all the way down there. As we can see, that's a pretty far away spot. You know, these lampposts are pretty big. Whoa. So far away, right? No. That is incredibly tiny. They just shrunk the road. Okay, to give you the illusion of how far away it is. But it really isn't all that far. Now I wish I knew how to jump out of bounds for that thing, because I would love to walk out here. Like, you can't land. But, you know, if you know the out of bounds trick, then obviously you can walk around here. In fact, I think, actually, since they added flying, they had to add in these extra barriers. So you can't actually be as far out of bounds as you used to. There's a little fun tidbit for yous. You may ask yourselves, why am I just roaming around? Why do I not continue the story? Well, my cheek is hurting quite a bit. I would say it's gone up to about 5.5 in the pain threshold. I'm not saying talking is making it worse, but I don't think it's making it better. So while I would like to continue tonight, I will probably have to wrap up soon. I mean, I'm glad we got to do the goal of finishing A Realm Reborn. And the fact that we did the 3 missions and that took like 3 hours. My goodness, it took a while. Glad I didn't stay up on Wednesday just to do them. Now, I normally would be trying to stay awake for longer because I do have my punishment of not doing the 24-hour stream, but unfortunately this pain is quite bad. And none of my painkillers and antibiotics and all that stuff is really helping at the moment. So I'm gonna have to go to the method of like pressing down on this spot. And that is not comfortable. It hurts so much. So, you know, I'd want to get that done as soon as possible. I will also say now, I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. It may be postponed till Sunday. Not because of the pain that I'm going through at the moment, but because my sister-in-law has graduated one of the things she was doing. And is hosting a barbecue tomorrow night for friends and family. And while I want to assume I'll be home before 8 PM, my usual stream time, I know I'm also going to be quite dead from social interaction. I'll make a post about it all on Discord and on Twitter as well. Because I kind of feel like I should let everyone know about these sorts of things happening. As for, you know, what? Yeah, we'll raid someone new. Currently playing this as well. Hold on the Be Right Back screen. Alright. It was going to be this person. But yeah, Be Right Back screen makes it a bit difficult. Any Australians playing? There is. They are currently in Endwalker, so much further down the line than where I am. They are using an actual webcam, but they're on the exact same server as me, so that's interesting. So I'll send a raid their way. If you haven't followed me on any of my socials, here's my link tree. You'll find all my socials there. My Discord, my Twitter, my Instagram, my YouTubes, my TikTok, everything. Absolutely. Everything is there. So, if you ever say, I couldn't find you, you have no excuses right there. At the same time, if you haven't followed, feel free to follow. But do take care of yourselves. Thank you all so much for coming on by. It means a lot to me. You're all absolutely wonderful people. And honestly, you brighten my day so much. I would love to continue streaming, but I really can't at the moment. So do take care, I'll hopefully see you on Sunday. If not, enjoy your weekend. Bye for now, everyone.